You've either got a pool or you haven't. If you haven't, you dream of putting one in the yard for the family. If you've got one, you either use it a lot or you just stare at it and curse at the amount of money that it costs to keep clean. Well, what about if you turned your pool into a pond? Let's check out a couple of people who've done exactly that. So, Patrick, when did you turn the pool off and turn it into a pond?
At the end of 2013.
And what does it take when you first start?
Well, we had to empty all the chlorine water out of the pond and fill it up with fresh water, which took quite a while.
So what does it entail as far as maintenance now?
It's just a garden. It's like any other garden. We've got to pick out the dead leaves, soften the plants to keep it looking nice, but very little, really. The fish, I suppose, I feed them. As soon as they see me coming, they come swimming to where I put the food in before I even do it. And it gives me a lot of pleasure just watching them gobbling it up and swimming around.
Then how much do you think you save each year from not running the pool?
I was spending $300 a fortnight on maintenance of the pool. When we got our first electricity bill, I'd save $500 from the equivalent quarter, so that's $2,000 a year.
So there's $3,000 in maintenance, $2,000 in power, $5,000
and it cost me $6,000 in plants and fish. So just over a year it was covered. So,
yeah. But you don't swim in it now?
No. Didn't swim in it before either.
So you don't come out here on a 30+ degrees day and go, I've made a mistake?
Correct.
Excellent. And just because you're not swimming in it doesn't mean kids still aren't interested in it. So you need to keep and leave the existing pool fence and always make sure that it's in good working order. Now, you can't just turn your pool off and put the plants and the fish in the next day. It's got all those chemicals in it, whether it be a chlorine-based pool or a salt-based pool. Now, you can just let the water settle and it'll take a long time and be really ugly before it comes out the other side and it'll be okay. Or you can empty the pool, put in mains water, and then you still need to let that neutralise. So if you're thinking about converting your pool for financial reasons, this is a great example of how to do it. They didn't fix the filter. They just turned it off, replaced the water, and then started slowly by adding plants and small fish. So the first pool we looked at was a pretty simple conversion. But if you want to go the whole hog, you end up with something like this. It's pretty elaborate. And the best thing about it is we've been here before in its infancy. And we can see what it looks like now. What's changed since I was last here?
All the plants have taken off and grown up, and it all looks very natural now. You wouldn't know there was a swimming pool here.
It's unbelievable. It looks more like a billabong than a swimming pool. What's been the biggest benefit of converting your pool into a pond?
It means I can water my garden from it instead of having hideous water tanks installed. It just comes down off the roof into the pool where it's drained, and then I can water the garden. And
by the looks of your garden, it's very good water because your garden looks fantastic.
It's very pretty in the summer when all the flowers are out and you have dragonflies darting around. You have of an evening to walk out, it sounds like kakadu and all the different frog noise. It's just lovely.
Now, if someone was sitting at home and they've got the old pool out the back and the kids have moved out, what would be the conversation you'd have with them to tip them over the edge to go and do this at their place?
Well, hardly any work. Once you've established it, which is easy, where when it was a swimming pool, I spent every hour God gave to be out here cleaning the damn thing. So I prefer this any day. It's absolute pleasure to sit here, and quite often if we're entertaining, we'll come down here for drinks afterwards, and it's nice.
Sounds like a plan.
It's like being on holiday down here.
If this is the first time you've thought about maybe converting your pool into a pond, I can understand that it's a massive leap of faith. But it gives me a lot of confidence to come back to one after so many years and to hear how happy they still are with it and how good it looks. So don't fill it in, fill it up with things like beautiful plants, your favourite fish, and lots of fun.